Because if you don't know anything about Hawaii, you know the one thing is that it's in the middle of the goddamn ocean. Which, by the way, don't take a shot every time I say Kamehameha, okay? They'll learn our peaceful ways by force. That's kind of what it seems like if you ever read up on the story with more detail. Calling them barbaric.
Oh, of course. Of course it is.
The Hawaiian king essentially said, "Sir, what the fuck do you think you're doing?"
They're not protecting them.
No,
they're protecting their crops.
What is it called?
Right.
Altruism? Yeah, like there's always a reason. Like they're never doing this just to be good people. This king made history by becoming the first reigning monarch to travel all around the world. We're going to support you. That's what they said.
We're going to respect this.
Yeah, we're going to honor this because like our
It's a forever treaty.
And the Hawaiian provisional government just said no. Then the president was like, what you gonna do? So in just a few short years, Hawaii's independence would be greatly threatened.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coast Files, your podcast for ocean mysteries and true crime. I'm Chantel.
I'm Lindsay.
I'm Megan, and happy Friday.
I know,
Happy
this day couldn't have come
Friday. This was
fast enough.
This
I
week
know.
had 5 Mondays. I don't know how
It
Yeah.
really
happened.
did.
Oh my
You're right.
gosh, I'm so ready to just not work. And I have all
It's
kinds
very
of
long.
little things to do this weekend, which is fine. I would love to just stay at home, but I know that's not good because then you just do nothing and then all of a sudden it's Monday again.
It's
So
good to have those weekends
Yeah.
though where you don't have to do anything. So hopefully
I
the
know,
next
that was-
weekend will
that
be
was
that.
last weekend, I think.
Well, I know that one of the things you're going to do is going to be fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
talk to
may
you
or may not.
guys.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I'm going to be spending time with Chantel at the most random, like, hey, my neighbor's a movie maker premiere thing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you're going to a movie premiere? You never told
like,
Yeah.
well, because it's not like a,
It's
like,
it's free.
well,
It's
that's
the-
great.
Which is great because that's right in my price range.
Yeah.
Um
You were easily convinced.
yeah, but it's the guy that lives above us, so he does a lot of different things, but he also directs movies, and so he had directed this documentary. I was gonna say documentary, and I'm like,
wait.
that's not it. Anyways,
Documentary.
thank you. It's a weird word. So he did that, and it was supposed to come out like ages ago, but things just weren't lining up for it. So now it's finally happened, and he was like, I don't know if a lot of people are gonna come, like just tell everybody. So I told Megan about it, like I think we were recording one day when I was like, here's the invite, come.
Yes.
Now he said it's sold out, which is great.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
That makes me
Well,
excited.
And what's it about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But hey, surprise. We don't know.
Surprise documentary.
I feel like I read
Surprise.
something about like
Don't ruin it.
like social media addiction.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something about that's really happened.
I think I saw
know
the
that
word
much.
social in the little advert, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Or it could have been
Okay.
social experiment. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. But either
Sounds
way, it'll be good.
interesting.
I just like
And
experiences,
it's-
man. I just want to try new
Yeah,
things,
exactly.
yo. So that's my plan for Saturday. Tonight's mostly this. Although I see
yes.
on my Apple Watch ring that I might have 6 more minutes of fitness to get. So might go for a 6-minute walk around the apartment, and then it's mostly
Okay.
this. I
Okay.
think pizza's coming. Lindsay, what are you doing?
Nice.
Family stuff, kid stuff,
Um,
hopefully some
I
girl
think
stuff.
we're having probably Eric's best bud Eric over, and we're gonna order tacos and
Eric
watch
Square,
a movie or something.
Fast and Furious 6.
Mm.
Possibly.
Knowing your
Not
husband.
gonna rule it out.
I know, it's always a
Um,
chance.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I have a brunch. So
Oh.
it'll be fun, ladies brunch.
You and brunch. You
then-
love brunch.
God, I love brunch
love
too.
it.
I never
Yeah,
go.
I love because during the
know.
day I don't have to go
Yeah.
at nighttime.
You can be drunk and hungover and sober all on the same day.
Right.
We
by,
did that
by
once.
5. Yes, I remember that day. I know exactly what day you're talking about too. And that restaurant no longer exists. You know what? We're talking a lot. Let's get into
Yeah.
this because
Yes. But a
I-
slight plug before we do that.
oh, after
Make
we
sure-
just talked about it.
I know.
How this always goes.
We sometimes say this for just the end. So we want to say at the beginning that if you're not following us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever you want to, whatever social media
YouTube.
platform is your
YouTube.
favorite, and YouTube, obviously. YouTube, if you want to see us talk.
Don't be ridiculous, Andrea. No one wants
go
to see
like
this.
us and maybe give us some comments if you have anything to share. We will take constructive criticism.
We'll take
or
criticism.
feedback or ideas or suggestions or
Just tell us
a
that we're
little
doing a
shout
good
out.
job and then give us an
Yes.
idea to do for our next case.
Yes, nothing too harsh because we are a group of criers, at least a couple of us are.
I am
And
now.
then pet my head while I go to bed.
Yes. So
Back
yeah,
scratches.
just like, subscribe,
Like us.
listen.
Like us. Please.
Like me, please.
Please. Okay, so this episode, I say this every freaking time. If you've clicked on this, you know what it is, but you guys don't know what it is.
You do say that every time.
I do,
like it.
because
Yes.
I don't know what to say, maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe I should
It's
write
true. I
my
don't know
own.
what this is.
Okay. So I was inspired by a comment of one of our highly treasured listeners. And then that reminded me that I heard in an episode, I thought it was My Favorite Murder, but it actually could have been Bailey Sarian. I decided to do
Ooh.
the history of the kingdom of Hawaii.
Oh, very interesting.
Okay.
So,
I thought this was the Ring
Oh.
of Fire.
well,
Like, I was
based on the
thinking
really cool
yeah.
cover photo.
Johnny Cash or
I
something.
mean, hey,
was happening.
technically it's on the Ring of Fire, the Pacific Ring of
okay.
Fire, which I
Okay.
haven't covered yet, but I will. I think I said it like 2 years ago. So we're going to start at the beginning. Go to photo 2. So you actually see what we're kind of like, it's a cool like
Ooh.
crater
Beautiful.
picture. We're going to start with just a couple facts about Hawaii, just to kind of, dip our toes. Most importantly, this is the state fish, which Chantel, you may have covered in your case when you covered the conservation area. So the state fish, and I'm going to say it very slowly, otherwise I won't say it at all. Humu humu no ku a pua'a.
Nope. It's
Who knew?
impressive.
Well, yeah.
But like that's me saying like half speed. So it's the humu humu nuku a pua'a. So that's a name, y'all.
Chantel's
Yeah, that is. I
memorizing
like
it.
it.
Well, I'm gonna send you the spelling, and then you can maybe pop
Please
that
do.
on screen, and people can figure out how
If
to
anybody
pronounce
heard that was my chair. I did not fart.
it. Okay, whatever you say.
I didn't hear it, but now I don't believe you.
So, I didn't know.
Now I
this.
know you're lying.
Hawaii Hawaii
made it a
consists
thing.
of 137 volcanic islands, and this will make up this will make up the entire Hawaiian archipelago. Archipelago.
I
I
think
think
we
you're
had
right,
this
let's go.
problem last
We did.
time too.
This-
And I
couple-
said I would have called it something completely wrong. And
Archipelago.
Archipelago.
Yeah, I didn't want to try it right now.
The 8 main islands are, bear with me, Nihiau, Kauai, Oahu, Molokai, Lanai, Ko'oholave, Maui, and Hawaii. 75%.
I didn't know all
You
the
did
names,
amazing,
so-
sweetie.
Thank you. So now there's a lot of confusion among people that are not living on the island. So Hawaii is the big island, aka the island of Hawaii, but it's referred to as Hawaii when it's referring to the entire state.
Oh.
So,
okay.
I'm
Okay.
assuming that you can probably call the whole thing Hawaii, but Hawaii is the main island, like the big island, and then the state is normally said Hawaii, which is maybe like the
Okay,
Euro way
very cool.
of saying it.
Didn't know
Okay.
that. I thought it was just like a purely pronunciation thing.
So
not
did
a
I.
referring
Kind of
to.
reminds me of
Mm.
how we say Canada, and then if you
Yeah.
are speaking Spanish or French, it's like, Canada or Canada. Like it's all just the enunciation.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's
Mhm.
something like that. And that is the infamous Picture 3, which is a really cool satellite image of the
Yeah, that is cool.
chain of islands. So in that
Yeah.
whole mix, it's
There's
137.
100. Jesus.
A bunch of little tiny ones, I
Wow.
bet.
Yeah.
Um,
I bet.
I bet.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, maybe that's where all like the cool secret stuff is happening, not the bad secret stuff, the cool secret stuff.
Okay.
There
The
are.
water looks really cool here.
It looks like weirdly
does.
flat.
really
Wait.
calm, right?
Yeah, it's like a ray of sunshine is just
Yeah.
coming through.
Satellites are cool when they're not like
Mhm.
spying on people. Like this is cool. There are a number of uninhabited northwestern islands, and they make up most of the Papahanaumokuakai'a. Chantel,
Papahanamuku Akea.
see, you did it better.
Yeah.
Marine National Monument. I wasn't gonna say it again. And as we learned in Chantel's episode, this is the largest protected area in the U.S. and the 4th largest in the world. I thought that was
Which
kind.
I think, we mispronounce things sometimes, but the
Well-
fact that Chantel pronounced that should give us like 100 bonus points.
And
for us
also
to screw up in
every
the future.
time, and weeks later, months later,
I learned how to
You
sing
bought
it.
us a
That's
free
what I gotta
pass
learn
for a
how to
little while,
do.
right?
I just gotta learn how to sing things, and then I know exactly what to say.
I can't
Yes.
pronounce that, but I can sing the entire chorus to Ooh, I Want You by Savage Garden.
Well, that's
That's
yeah.
also impressive.
But I can't
so.
say.
We'll do that at the end of this episode.
I literally could.
No
Okay.
pressure.
Me too.
It's bonus
I
content.
remember we were like writing it down because
That's how you learn
we were watching it
lyrics.
on Much Music, and we were like pausing, my mom and I, and writing it down what we thought he was saying.
Well,
Yeah.
and
I
then,
used
then
to
you
love
got
when-
the CD and you could like look
Yeah,
at
the
the
CDs actually
disjunction.
had the lyrics in the
Thank
saving
God.
But some of them
voice,
didn't.
But I know. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, how am I ever gonna know now for sure?
You know what?
'Cause
You're
this
not
is
meant to know
before-
some things. That's why the world
Just
is
gotta
so
listen
beautiful.
closely.
before the internet was so gracious to provide us all
Mhm.
these things.
Even in like recent time, I was getting the bus to work. Chantel knows this, and I printed out all the lyrics to the latest Quatsa album. I think it was "Villains of Circumstance." No,
It was
Vampires.
because we
of
were
Time.
going on the villains. I think we were going to the villains tour, or it might have been the one before that, and we were going to the like Clockwork tour.
Oh
No,
my
I think we were going to the villains tour, and you had like printed stuff out. Either way,
I
you did it for
printed
multiples
out
of
the
them,
lyrics to read on the bus, so I could get those lyrics down.
because this was like before having data on your
Yes.
phone too.
Oh,
when
yeah, I
data
also
still
never
cost
had
$1
data.
I
million.
know you actually never didn't have any until recently, right?
Only because my husband pays for it.
Until you like, started,
I would-
dating Damien.
Guys, I would be
You were
looking
like,
in
sorry, I
the
didn't get
woods.
this because I was outside of my house. I'm like,
You're like,
what? You
what?
don't have a data plan?
Yeah,
No.
she's like still the flip phone. Like,
God, I wish. Okay,
Megan is living in like 2002 or
I
something.
want to be like
think.
super analog. I want to be in a hut in the middle of the woods.
One
a nice
day
hut.
we will be.
you'll have a car
together.
phone one day.
Whoa, a
Just
car
like your brother.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay, this
We're
is
gonna
nothing
buy
to
one
do
of those
with.
abandoned villages and live there together,
But-
right?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked
Or
about.
one of those Scottish castles when we go to Scotland.
Stop sending me
So
those
we can
dreams.
summer in one place and winter in another. So we need to have both.
Would we
Yes,
want
yes.
to?
Although I want to do Christmas at
summer
the castle. Can we do that?
at least once every 2 years.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
like a.
What
Yeah.
if we get one of the castles in Italy and we can winter in Italy, summer in Scotland?
Oh,
Oh, I like that. Lots of
That sounds
hiking in
great.
Scotland in the summer. Get those steps in.
Well, listen, it's our fake houses. We can go to whatever ones we want.
I will need a warm vacation at least once a year, though.
Oh,
just
yes.
saying.
That's why we
Of
have the
course.
Italian house.
Okay, but is that like hot
Yeah.
enough for me?
Okay, we'll
Yes.
go to.
Do you not recall?
We'll go
Listen,
back to
they also
Portugal.
have snow in Italy,
Chantal.
okay?
We're not going to go that north. We also
Yeah.
can't afford north. The more north, the more money. We're not doing that.
Yeah, actually, Portugal was still swimming weather in October, so I think I can handle it.
Remember, I
south
went
of
there for
Italy.
my for my honeymoon in
Yeah.
Italy, and I was like, I did not prepare for this, and I sweated it every day.
That's what I did.
This has nothing to do with.
Where are we?
Yes, we're traveling back to
Hawaii.
Hawaii now.
Yeah.
But
Good,
now
my hot trip.
Actually,
Let's
so
go.
no, actually, it's not now. It's way back in time.
God,
The
okay.
original discovery and settlement of the Hawaiian Islands took place around 900 to 1200 Common Era by Polynesians. It's actually more
Oh.
recent than like other places, but
Yeah.
still pretty impressive. Because if you don't know anything about Hawaii, you know the one thing is that it's in the middle of the goddamn ocean, and there's nothing around it.
Yeah.
For hundreds of years, the different islands were ruled by separate chiefs, and the people had polytheistic views, very much like the Greeks. So that just means multi-god, which I always think is like such a great way to explain why the world is acting the way it is.
Yeah.
Things are more or less having this vibe until about 1778 when the first white man came, a British explorer named James Cook, which like I know I've heard that name before.
Yeah, I've heard that name.
I'm not going to go super into depth because like white
Are you
men.
guys joking about saying I'm sure I heard that name before?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Because I Cook Islands, right? Maybe the Bahamas. I don't know.
Side note, have either of you seen Jason Momoa's Chief of War?
No,
No.
but Hawaiian.
It's really good. Yeah.
Or
But they
Samoan.
had like different chiefdoms and
Okay.
it's
Um,
supposed to be
Ooh.
really
put that
okay,
in the
well,
chat
look at it.
to
Okay.
remind me, please.
Yes, I will. But it's really good.
Well, anything that
thought-
he's in, I will definitely watch.
Yes.
Weirdly
He's
enough-
barely wearing any clothes either, Megan.
Oh no. The population of the Kingdom of Hawaii Native peoples, which was an estimated 300,000, would continue to drop throughout the next 100 or 20 years. I don't think it had anything to do with white people and the introduction of diseases, but
Couldn't. That's
but it
never happened.
could.
Never.
Cook was welcomed with open arms by the native Hawaiians, and they developed a great relationship. This time,
Mm-hmm.
that's called foreshadowing.
Dun,
In
dun, dun.
1795, King Kamehameha, which, by the way, don't take a shot every time I say Kamehameha, okay? He was an island chief. Just wait. And he would use his forces to unite all the islands under one kingdom. But it was phrased like he did it with in a peaceful way. And I kept thinking about the episode of Futurama where Bender is like, they'll learn our peaceful ways by force.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it seems like if you ever read up on the story with more detail.
Okay.
And that's
Gotcha.
King Kamehameha. Okay. Now, by about the 1820s, so we're flashing forward a bit, the outside world was continuing to learn about the existence of Hawaii, and it began to attract people from all over, especially our classic white Protestant missionaries and people from China, Japan, and the Philippines, which, if you know anything about the food culture over there, there is a lot of Asian influence. So, that's one thing I would love to experience one day. But am I going to go to Hawaii? We kind of talk about it later, so we'll see. Now, these folks would almost immediately become indentured servants working on these newly created plantations and farms. So we don't like that.
Love
But
that.
that's kind of just what seems to happen when white people like to go to a place with a bunch of indigenous folk. So while the hardworking people spent time on the sugarcane plantations, the missionaries got to work converting the once polytheistic Native Hawaiians to Christianity, teaching them English, and all the while discouraging their native tongue and cultural practices, calling them barbaric.
Oh, of course. Of course it is.
Sounds
To me, I'm like, you
familiar.
come into my house and you tell me how to live my life.
That's the specialty. with-
That's that's what we like to do.
Yeah.
So just the year before, in 1819, the king who had united the islands had died, and his firstborn son, Liho, would be named. I know, isn't that
so
cute?
cute. I
Would
know.
be named
that.
King Kamehameha II, the
I
second.
understand him changing his name as king, but as a
Well-
baby, like, ooh.
Well, it's one, and this is very common, especially in the British royal family. So,
Yes.
yeah, they adopt a name. So
right. But they change it randomly from it was Catherine, but now it's Elizabeth. Okay.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
well, yeah, that's part of it too. They take a name. So you take the name
It
of
wasn't
a great
little
king
teddy
or
bear,
something.
and now you're Theodore.
Aw,
It's
King Little Teddy Bear. So Liho drops his super cute name and goes by King, or Kamehameha, like I said. And he would rule the islands with a lot of influence from his stepmother and his father's favorite wife, because like many men, he was like, I need so many wives because I'm like a king and all that. So his
Like one cooks and one cleans and one
Hey,
gives
that's
me more
less duties
children.
for me.
These
That might
these
actually not be
wives
too bad.
these wives were
Right?
queens, so they were not, and they were wife consorts, so they were
I only
not
have to do
cooking or
one
cleaning.
duty and only have to spend one night with you.
I think back
Oh, just
back here, your job was just to get pregnant as much as possible. Please and thank you.
Yeah, and well, one's pregnant, you got to get the other one
Well,
pregnant. So
that's
that's why you
right.
always have.
It all
like,
makes
All right,
sense.
you're starting to not sell it to me anymore.
So the king's
Oh wait, I'm just a baby making machine.
the
Got
king's
it.
favorite
Yeah.
wife was called Kahaumanu. Do my best. And so like I said, so she was not the stepmother, but kind of King Liho. And so he was so young when he kind of came into power, and he really trusted her. And again, king's favorite wife, king had died, so she was kind of like, I'm the captain now, sort of thing.
Mhm. Got it.
And she, oh God, just wait. In 1824, in a super crazy move, Kahuamanu, the queen, would publicly acknowledge her conversion to Christianity, which kind of
Okay.
bums me out. She would encourage her people to get baptized in the faith, and she would ban the hula dance.
What? Okay, this is
That-
insane.
So I have issues with her.
Okay, why? So why did she do it? Was she bribed, or was she pressured?
Well,
or...
because don't forget, for dozens of years now, everyone's getting raised and converted thinking that all the things they've always done has been wrong, and they had no idea. So she was probably taught
might
to
have been
think that the
brainwashed,
hula.
maybe?
Well, I mean, I don't want to throw that word around, but that's kind of what I was thinking. Because it's not like she's trying to do this to get by. She is in power, and she's like, you know what? All my thousands years of ancestors' ideas about gods, I'm just gonna say that Jesus is that man. Also, the hula's evil.
Who cares about everything? Isn't that indoctrination at its cure? Okay,
Okay, you didn't say any of those words right, but I knew what you're saying exactly.
Indoctrination. Do you know what? I can't.
You know what? We're just gonna move on.
Yeah. Don't worry. If we audio
I
editing
woke up
can
really early
fix all
today.
this, if I choose to. Sometimes I
and-
don't choose to.
This is the point when
Most times I
everyone just
don't.
turns this off.
Yeah.
We're alone now.
I'm like, this is us, and we're presenting our art in the way that we create it.
This is how it was
Sometimes it's
intended
not.
to be consumed, with a bunch of random peppered,
Right.
Chantel said a word funny. We had to address it.
I went to the modern art, the contemporary art museum in Chicago, and there was an exhibit once where a woman was just putting paint in her hair and then wiping it along the floor in a zigzag motion, and that was her art. And good for her. So I think we can do whatever art we want as well.
Well,
Yeah,
this is
kidding.
better
I
than
like
that. Like, sorry if you're a listener.
How would I
lady.
do that in the background?
But we
though?
love you,
Well,
like
you guys are
random
presenting.
painting hair art girl.
Oh.
So
I remember once at the Nova Scotia Art Museum. What the fuck is it called? Is it just called that? Was there a funny acronym for it?
yeah, it's
Right.
Nova Scotia art.
Well, it's not called
It's
NAM.
Yeah,
Anyway, I went there once. I must have been in high school, and it was like me and my dad, and I guess other people. And one of the exhibits were multiple speakers hidden around, and a voice going, "Psst, do you want to buy
I
a
re-
monkey?" Do you remember that?
Okay, mine. I don't think that. Well, I don't remember them saying that, but yes,
Do you
they would
wanna buy
like
a monkey?
whisper things,
But
and you
like,
could hear it.
it was all about the monkey. That was our.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear
No, mine
this.
was something else similar where they had things set up, and it was like if you say something over here, you'll hear it at this point.
See, that's more artistic
Oh.
than whispering.
like
Do you want to buy a
that.
monkey? Like I love
Mm.
art, guys, but I don't get it sometimes.
One more story about the art in the Nova Scotia Art Institute.
This episode's going to be
is-
4 hours long.
It is.
I'm
So
happy.
I went there one day, and was shocked to see my own art on the wall
This happened to me before too.
in the Art Institute. It was under a beautiful banner for Children of the IWK, which is a children's hospital. And it was because I volunteered there and I did art with kids as my volunteer job. And they mistook my art for that of a child. And they were put it on the wall as part of their children's display. So I would have been 16 at the time. So I technically was still a child, I guess. But still.
But
they're
you
probably
know
like, wow,
that's not
this-
what they
This
meant.
tiny child is really good.
You can
We're
tell
gonna put
she's
her
really
art.
struggling. We should put this one in the front.
Oh no, mine was one of the best pieces on the wall, but that's the whole point. They probably thought this child is
A prodigy gone so soon.
It's like actually she's 16. Oh, well in that case,
I mean, listen, it's
I
a
thought she was
children's
4
hospital.
and it was cute.
In that
but-
case, her high school is failing her.
So yeah, I felt kind of special, but also a little shamed at the same
Well,
time. So-
It was like that moment of excitement was completely
wait.
just overbearing by this.
yes, I
Well,
actually
see,
am
all
good at art
defeat-
though.
all
to
that
be
I
fair,
heard is
but
that your
it
art was in a museum, like an
that's-
actual
exactly
accredited
that
museum.
is that is the takeaway, Megan.
No matter
put on your
how you got
resume.
there, yeah. I mean, I would
Yeah.
add that in. That should
We
be
all
bullet
do,
number
you know,
one.
And I was actually helping children to get there, so it's actually
What can she do?
you know what? Help myself, help everyone else.
Yes, actually,
Okay.
you do need to work on filling your own cup first.
I do. I sold it.
Actually,
today.
everyone listening, fill your own cup. You can't pour
Yeah,
from an
take
empty
some time
bucket.
for yourself. Make it
By
a
listening
priority.
to this mangled story.
The
Yes,
rails.
if we have to cut any
like
of
it.
these. we can.
Oh, if.
You know I'm not going to. So video people, you're welcome.
That's a gift to you from Chantel. Okay, so we left off that she banned the hula dance, which is like a
Right.
wild move.
Yes.
So in the same year, 1824, King Kamehameha II and his wife Queen Kamalu, which I thought was kind of a cute name, they would travel to London to meet with King George IV, and they would both I didn't even put the illness. I think they contracted measles. They would contract and contact. They would get sick with the measles and die before being able to meet the king.
Okay.
They were able to do some like sightseeing around the city, and then I'm guessing, I don't know if it's like once they walked on land and they got infected, and a couple weeks later they died, or
That's really
Sorry, what
sad.
year is this?
1824.
Okay, remember people in 1824, people were dying of the measles. Why is it still happening today? Get your fucking vaccines. Okay, that's my moment. Go for it.
Oh, that's good.
Great
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah. progressed.
Well,
By the way, what
geez.
are we on different photo? By the way, should we?
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. So picture 4 is the Kamehameha the first.
Okay.
Picture 5 is Liho Liho,
Okay.
Okay.
which is like,
Is this before he becomes king? Or
yeah,
is
I
this
mean,
when
he
he's still
looks
Liho
young, but this
Liho?
is probably
Yeah.
when he was painted, when he was like, I'm going to choose my dad's name. Picture 6 is, oh, we're not there yet. Don't look at that. Look at picture
Okay.
5.
Okay.
It's okay. We're
Leo.
literally almost there. So they go to London. They don't have a great time. And when you have a kingdom and everyone wants a piece of it, everyone's kind of coming after Hawaii, you need to get a ruler in place ASAP. So at this point, his younger brother, Kawi Kauli, was named king, and he chose Kamehameha III. He was
Very
10.
original.
Oh, wow.
Now the picture of him here, he is not 10.
Okay.
I
that's
just
this
need to
next
make
one.
that clear. He
Okay.
is a full-grown man, but
Can I just say that this photo
his head.
looks, right? Like
To-
it's
to his
so
waist.
clear,
Instead of
and like
gone,
His
his
head.
hands look like they're not in focus, and his head's just so in focus.
Also, the ratio looks wrong.
yeah.
yeah,
like-
but,
like,
you
is
know,
he
some
leaning
people are just
forward?
built that way.
Maybe.
Probably might be leaning forward a little bit.
Did
And
he
you would-
ever consider being King Kamehameha number 2 the second instead of going with the third?
That would have been a much superior name because it's kind of like into the wait, second or hold on, the second. It makes you think. It's a real thinker.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So is
I
that
just
you
don't know why he
fourth?
went with the third.
That's
just
weird.
when that was an option.
God. Number 2, the second. That's never going to get old. So this is actually very, very cool. So this man launched a nationwide literacy campaign for Hawaii, bringing their literacy rate, do I need that? From essentially 0 to 95% in over 14 years.
Wow. That's insane.
That's
That's
crazy.
amazing.
So when someone's dedicated, they can get the job done. He
Yeah.
also created the first set of formal laws of the kingdom, including recognizing human rights.
Wow.
So
that's
that's-
a lot.
He did a lot.
People can read and they have rights.
And they know that they have rights. And like those are all
What's that like?
great, but he was also heavily influenced by the Western way, and he had been creating even more ties between Hawaii and the Americans and the British. So just a case in point, I don't like this, but this seems to happen a lot in our, 200-year-old stories. The sugar plantations were abundant now and thriving on the islands, and they were mostly foreign owned by white Europeans. And these plantation owners would pressure the kingdom to have more of a say in their government dealings as they felt their industries were the cornerstone of the Hawaiian economy. So while I get it, they're using their money to throw, and like really what are they gonna say? Well, if we leave, then you lose all that money coming in. So they're like threatening, I guess, to get a say in politics, which is like so weird that rich people
It's never happened before,
wanna
and
get
it
involved
doesn't
in
politics.
happen.
like almost like
doesn't
they
happen at
influence
all
the
today.
rules, and the rules benefit them only, and the rich get richer, and the poor get poorer.
So weird.
Tale as old as time. In 1843, sorry, I didn't read it. Like, we don't have time for that. In 1843,
Can't break into song.
well, maybe later you have to sing some Savage Garden, right?
I mean, it is 30 minutes. It's time.
A British captain, Lord George Pallet, attempted to colonize the islands and take ownership. Like,
Wait,
I-
what?
Didn't that already happen?
Okay. So the Hawaiian king essentially said, "Sir, what the fuck do you think you're doing?" He told the British government, and the British government, using the American Navy as a show of strength, supported Hawaii and then officially established Hawaii's independence on July 31st, 1843. So they were kind of like, "Hey, that's my little brother." And then they gave the little
Yeah.
brother a gun or something, whatever independence would.
Well, they have their interests in the land, so
Well, I mean, like, really, yeah, they're still being taken
Yeah.
advantage of. And
yeah.
Kamehameha,
they're not protecting them.
No,
they're
this-
protecting their crops.
what is that called?
Right.
Altruism? Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
always a reason. Like they're never doing this just to be good people. It's
No.
British. Kamehameha III would have the longest continuous reign for 30 years, passing away in 1854. And then picture 7 is who we have next. This was the adoptive nephew of Kamehameha.
He looks like someone
Hot.
an actor or
Famous.
something. Someone famous. Who is it?
Use AI
Probably
to run
someone
photo.
Hawaiian.
Well, you know what? Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it right now.
So this
Oh,
was who?
I know who it is.
Oh,
Hang on. I'll say it in
okay.
a second. It'll come to me. He's from New
Okay.
Zealand.
Oh yeah,
but the-
Taika Waititi.
Yes.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
we'll do a
Chantal.
side-by-side comparison, and now that you've said that, holy shit, yes.
That's exactly
We'll also do a
it.
black and white comparison because that would be
Okay.
even closer. Okay, holy shit! Now that I
I
see
feel like
it,
the nose is a little off, but there's
eyes.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a little off, but it's not that far off.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of like a king that's
So
like
now
over
we
200
know
years old.
Taika Waititi, what he was doing in a past life. It was this.
Well, hey, so
There we go.
Polynesians were the ones who inhabited Hawaii. And like I feel like that group of peoples kind of went all over, maybe like
Yeah.
original Maori,
Mhm.
or is that what his
Maybe they're
background
related.
is?
I believe he's
Maori,
Maori.
or
yeah.
like partial anyway. Anyway, this
Yeah.
is not about him. This is about
Sorry,
Kamehameha.
guys.
Alright,
Okay,
Taika,
for
if you're
the
listening, you
17th
can
time, let's bring
fill
back-
us in.
Yeah.
So Kamehameha III took his place on the throne at age 20. Sorry, he was the nephew of Kamehameha III. He chose the name Kamehameha IV. There's a theme.
Original.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I feel like someone's already done
Hey,
this.
if it worked, if
The
it's
second.
not broke, don't fix it.
And
So.
this king was even more on the flip side when it comes to the Americas. He was very wary of American influence over Hawaii, especially the potential annexation by the United States. Why are we talking about that? That's so
Oh.
weird. That's more foreshadowing. The king and his queen had lost their only child due to tragic illness. I think it was appendicitis. And this set them down a path where their main focus was just improving the health care of their people, which is fantastic. And there's hospitals still like named in their honor. But it's also...
So what year is this now that we're at?
This is 1862-ish.
Okay.
So it's
Right. Yeah, that
just
math.
couple
maths,
years.
Yeah.
the math might not math all the way. So they put kind of all their focus into healthcare as being one of their main drives. Like that one king had literacy. This guy's is healthcare. It is said though that the loss of their child was so devastating that it kind of changed them forever, and they were never quite emotionally or even physically the same. King Kamehameha IV died at only 29.
Oh,
In
wow.
1863.
So young.
So that's
that would be devastating.
big time. So
as some
his
people
wife
lose-
his wife did live much longer, and she was the one that kind of like pushed the opening of like clinics and healthcare and medication and like vaccinations.
Weird.
Yeah.
So when King
full circle.
Kamehameha IV had died, he left the throne to his brother, who'd adopt the name Kamehameha V.
All right. We're still not on the second of
He's
anybody,
picture
so-
8, and I'm obsessed with this picture.
He looks like a sheriff.
Right? It has to
The-
be
the
the,
shape
little
of that is a
star.
sheriff.
yeah,
yeah.
he could easily be in like
But
Wild
I
West.
love his hair mustache combo with the like
Yeah.
velvet
comb-over?
looking suit. Well, but it's like that
That's an impressive comb-over.
1920s kind of
right.
hey, kind of thing.
It does look velvety.
He's ahead of his
It
time.
does look velvet, and he looks so just comfortable. Like
right.
he's like a fucking boss. Anyway,
Imagine how hot that would be to wear in Hawaii.
Hawaii,
though.
yeah. But we like this guy. Like the rest of it haven't
I
been
could like him.
terrible.
I'm just saying he's sweating.
Well, yet again, you have velvet suit in Hawaii. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
I'm not sure.
This king,
I'm not sure he knew what the weather was.
or maybe he's very like climatized, and so he's like, I
Yeah.
feel chilly today.
It's actually chilly today.
Yeah,
He puts on just for this photo and then right away.
I mean, that was me when I lived in
Yeah.
Australia. I was like, oh, it's 18. It's freezing.
That's you
Give me my
here.
jacket. Well, that's fair. But it
Forgot
was
where you
really
were from,
different there.
Chantal.
Oh,
yeah. That my body immediately went, this was where you were supposed to be.
you had
Yeah,
you had a drink today where the glass was so cold and the drink was so cold, you caused slush in your cup.
I did.
You should have
Yeah.
documented that for
That's
content.
science, bitch.
My phone was all the way over there, though.
Oh man, I hate that
was-
happens.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
Me and my flip phone. So this king,
Welcome to your 360p photo.
this king I love. He tried to bring back traditional Hawaiian values, and he was also progressive. This is actually very, very neat. He was like, Board of Health, we need to continue to do better about these epidemics that have been decimating our population, which I just thought was great that people are actually
Did he tell them to drink whole milk?
He said raw milk.
And use more pest. Yeah, raw milk. Sorry, yeah,
Okay.
raw milk.
Yeah, okay, that was
Yeah,
it.
something about it raw.
Add
more
sadly,
pesticides?
he didn't last too long. I feel like this is like a common trend in here. And he would die not too long after in 1872, having never married, having no children, and naming no heir, even though he was like constantly asked to.
Oh my god.
He just didn't. He's
Wow.
like, I'll do it tomorrow. So
Yeah.
this would
Make my
officially
will
be
today.
this would be the end
Fine.
of the Kamehameha royal line and the first publicly elected monarch. So goodbye to the
Oh.
Kamehamehas. I'm probably saying that word 3 different ways each time I say it.
Yeah,
But
you
he's
know.
the last king with that name, which is kind of
Okay.
fun. I get to say something different.
Yeah.
If you go on to picture 9, we have more of that really cool sheriff star. So
Wow.
Oh yeah, wow.
this is 1873. The people's king was elected. His name was Luna Lilo.
Ooh.
They
Rolls
definitely had
off
hair
the
gel
tongue.
at this time.
I don't know how they're doing that, but his hair is
Yeah.
epic.
Coconut oil.
His
Flawless.
mutton chops, I don't know. Just shave those off.
Okay, yeah, those are a little much.
They're kind of
But
a
the
little
sparse-
dated.
The hair on the head is very
It's fantastic.
Very good. Also a velvet suit. What are these guys? Or maybe it's satin. I don't know.
oh,
So his
That was more
goal
cotton
was
to
to
felt.
create
Yeah.
a more democratic government, which we love. And then he died
Mhm.
after 1 year.
Oh my god.
what?
It doesn't really say what, but a lot of the times it's just illness. Things that
Yeah.
we now don't have to deal with as
Yeah.
Oh
much.
my
But
God,
that's,
I've been so scared to leave the house if I lived at this time.
you know what? You got to YOLO.
Don't touch a person.
Like one person crossing you, like great, now I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
God.
Better write my obituary now. Thanks.
I just had a pair for the first time and now it's all gone. So so that was quick. Also, since he was only, in that position for 1 year, he didn't have time to get married. So he had no heir, and then they did that whole thing again in 1874, and they
Did the runner-up get it this time?
chose Kalakaua to be named king. And this would be the last king reigning from 1874 to 1891, and he's picture 10. He has a lot more stars.
he still has the terrible mud and chop thing, but again, nice suit, jacket.
It's very Prince Charming. And so this brings us to 1891. But now in 1881, so this is like during his reign, this king made history by becoming the first reigning monarch to travel all around the world. So I don't think they were doing, the one king went to London and died. So this guy
Yeah.
goes to the United States, Japan, China, India, Egypt, and just in general, Europe. I think he did a little tour. As we know, all those countries are so close together. He
Mhm.
was hoping to build alliances that may help Hawaii remain independent. So,
Hmm.
like, he's making friends, and they had all these treaties, and everyone's like, yeah, we recognize your sovereignty, and we're going to support you. That's
We
what they
love you,
said.
We're
man.
gonna respect
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Forever.
we're going to honor this as, like, our
It's
word
a
of
forever
bond.
treaty.
Isn't that kind of what the whole thing implies? But anyway.
Yeah.
He was right to be concerned, as we were alluding to, because in just a few short years, Hawaii's independence would be greatly threatened. Kalakua believed that Hawaii needed to modernize to survive. So again, he wants to be independent, but he still is like, the future is now. He
Mhm.
encouraged technological progress on the island. He brought electricity to Honolulu and completed the lavish royal residence, Loani Palace. This place had electric lights before the White House did in 1886.
Oh wow.
I never knew that.
I am
That is
so impressed with their
amazing.
royalty, like making all these leaps.
A lot of this stuff makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Banning the hula is insane,
Mhm.
but then focusing on like literacy
Everything
and
else,
healthcare.
Apart from that, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, by the way, the hula, our traditional dance. Yeah, fuck that. If you do that, you're going to
I was
jail.
like, I
Straight
love
to
the
jail.
hula hoop.
Straight to jail.
I should get a hula hoop. I haven't hulaed in a long time.
Well, we could even at some point like dig on Hawaiian culture because there is a lot. Like this is more just how
Yeah.
we got to it being a state.
Yes.
But there was so much I could have gone
What?
into.
No.
Oh, damn it!
You ruined the surprise, Megan.
I know you had no
It's
idea.
a state?
No idea.
While some aspects of Hawaiian life needed to modernize, he was also deeply committed to reviving Hawaiian culture, which again, we just said we love that. So this was at a time when many missionaries and Western elites discouraged traditional practices, but he restored ceremonies, promoted the Hawaiian language, and helped bring hula back into public celebration.
Nice.
Which we love. Because of his love of music, parties, culture, festivals, people nicknamed him the Merry Monarch.
Oh,
That's why he's so tired looking.
He's like, I've
been
been up for 4
partying."
days straight.
Yeah.
No.
Keeping everybody merry.
He's a party animal. Okay.
Mhm.
Now things are going to get really sad. In
Uh-huh.
1887, a militia group called the Honolulu Rifles forced Kalakue, oh my God, these names, I'm so sorry, forced him at gunpoint to sign what would become known as the Bayonet Constitution. This document drastically limited the king's authority and essentially gave political power to the wealthy landowners, like I said, many of whom were white European foreigners. This was a time
It's
period.
not a binding contract.
Well, I mean, he signed it, so who's going to not enforce it when you're being like, this almost happened on January 6th, it seems like.
Oh,
Anyway,
bad day.
the time period after this was rife with conflict and a monarch which had been stripped of most of its power, which is just scary. It's what's that like martial law, isn't it? When like the cops kind of take over.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. These people, like all the rich people with
Nothing
guns
about
came
this
in.
feels close to home at all.
Like history just keeps
It
repeating
seems-
itself. It's so
I
weird.
don't know. I don't understand.
In 1891, while visiting San Francisco, California, he died suddenly, leaving his sister, Queen Liliuokalani. I may just call her Lily for short. Liliuokalani. It's a long name. He left her in charge of the precious kingdom. She would be known as the last queen of Hawaii. And she is the last photo, which hopefully is in the right
Ooh,
spot.
I love her crown.
Yeah, it's really
Oh
pretty.
yeah,
It
those
looks
are the
like
same
starfish
stars.
or something.
But they look
Yeah.
similar to the ones that were on the men's chest, and maybe that's like her
Yeah,
version.
I like
'cause
them
she's not
better in a
wearing-
tiara. I've decided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the feathers around her dress. Anyway,
Mhm.
she looks really pretty.
Yes.
This girl was awesome, by the way. She was
Now she is not wearing sleeves. She's the smartest of the bunch. She's like, I dressed
Yeah.
for the
she
weather.
lives
She's like, I live in
my
my
Hawaii.
armpits can
I
breathe.
might have to wear some feathers, but I am not doing sleeves. Absolutely.
Yeah.
and hopefully someone's like fanning her the whole time.
Yes.
Mhm. Probably not, because she looks like someone is not fanning correctly in the photo.
Well, but this is a
Looks so-
picture, so maybe they couldn't fan. For
right,
just,
it did
like,
take
this
a
1
long
second.
time for them to take pictures back then.
How long
Which is why
did you
people
have to
didn't
stand still for?
Okay, I remember something about this, and it wasn't as long as we think it is. Really, like
Like
play it
4 or
up to
5
be.
seconds?
Because the whole
No, it's
because they used to
longer.
say that the reason that they didn't smile was because of how long a photo took,
Mhm.
but it actually just wasn't very traditional for people to smile in photos back then.
I heard this too somewhere.
Oh, okay. There's always
Yeah.
the reason it took a while, like several.
Yeah, because they were like
minutes or
holding a
something.
smile would be like really difficult, and they were
You'd
like,
be
no,
like-
it actually doesn't take as long as you take. That's like a common thing that went around.
It was like a cultural
it's-
thing.
it
Much
was just
like throwing
because,
up
like,
the peace
yeah.
sign in the photo when
Like
you're
you don't want to
awkward.
be too
Yeah.
smiley. You want to be serious.
Yeah, I forget why the reason was, but it was just like not.
I would imagine it's
something that
because
was-
people are not taking photos of themselves often. So when they do, it's one and it's a big deal and it's serious. So it's
Mhm.
just a
Like my
pure.
last episode, they would take once they got photographs. That's how they would share
Yeah.
with their family. So it's like this is my one photo to show everyone.
See, but then I would be smiling. But I guess you know what? I guess
Maybe a
the
little
face, the face
smile.
probably does look nicer when it's more like a soft neutral. Hence why they do soft neutrals.
Or maybe they also didn't have like great dental back then, so maybe the smile situation was
Oh, that's
on
an
the
interesting
photo.
thought.
Maybe.
There's a lot to think about. Let's
Yeah.
discuss it right now in depth. No.
Okay.
So the queen was highly educated. She spoke numerous languages and she was incredibly smart. She also was a composer of music, and I will mention that a little later. She believed deeply in the sovereignty of the Hawaiian kingdom and restoring political power to Native Hawaiians. So I love this energy.
Mhm.
Shortly after taking the throne, she began working on a new constitution that would return authority to the monarchy and restore voting rights to many Hawaiians who had lost them. But unfortunately, these ideas were not enough. In January of 1893, a group calling itself the Committee of Safety, sounds suspicious, made up largely of Americans and European businessmen, launched a coup against the Queen. With the backing of U.S. Minister John L. Stevens, American Marines, remember who helped them just a few years ago, almost like they
Wow.
were protecting their interests.
Hmm.
The American Marines and the cruiser, the USS Boston, landed in Honolulu as a threat of force. Although the troops claimed to be neutral, they were there to intimidate. Their
Yeah.
presence intimidated those local forces and helped the conspirators seize control of the government. In order to avoid a war and deaths of her people, Queen Lily temporarily surrendered her authority. She was trusting that the United States would investigate this and restore her throne once the situation was reviewed.
Did you say conspirators? Instead of...
I don't know what I said, Lindsay. Yes, I did. Conspirators.
Rewind the tape.
I just want to address it now so we don't have to edit it.
Conspirators. Well, conspirators.
Conspirators.
Doesn't that sound nicer?
I like it.
Like, be honest.
Let's change
I
it.
mean, I think so does archipelago.
You can't even
but
remember what
nobody
we
else wants to agree with me.
I agree with you.
By
you.
I don't. By 1895, even though an investigation had found that the overthrow was illegal, like duh,
Yeah.
Queen Lily was illegally removed from her throne and placed under house arrest by these white businessmen who
Thank
included
God.
members of the pineapple Dole family. By the way,
Well,
With
you
the
know I'm
help-
not eating their product.
with the
Not
help from the U.S.
just because I
Marines.
hate pineapple.
So the
Oh yeah, right. I'm like, I love pineapple. I can't give it up.
oh yeah, she'll die.
You just get your pineapple fresh, not from them.
Yes.
So I just the U.S. now were protecting Hawaii before when it wasn't convenient, but now that they have been on the inside, it seems now they're kind of going back on their word after all this. It just makes me, I'm disappointed, not surprised. During her time imprisoned in her own palace, she would write songs, including a revamped version of her earlier song called Aloha Oi. This was written in 1870. This is still the most famous Hawaiian melody in the world. She originally wrote this in the 1870s, there we go, as a love song, but it took a new meaning as a farewell to the Hawaiian kingdom. And I think if you want to cry, you can listen to it. I'm just going to send it to you for 1 second. That way you know what I'm talking about.
Maybe I just play it near.
She's a really pretty voice.
It's a very slow version, but do you recognize it at all?
I don't recognize it, but
the
it is very
actress
pretty.
that's singing it.
Yes. I was like,
Yeah.
that's
So
not recognize.
it's that tune like la na 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 na, like whenever you're doing a hula dance, it's like the rhythm that you
yes.
sing.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. So this was very slow.
It is really beautiful.
Well, I mean, it was
Yeah, it
Tia, so I chose her version to play.
Yeah.
But when you listen to it,
because
then,
we're not worthy.
oh my God, not worthy. Yeah. Okay. Back to this sad story. By this stage, things were happening very fast. U.S. American President Grover Cleveland called for the Queen to be reinstated, and the Hawaiian Provisional Government just said no. Then the president was like, what you gonna do?
What?
He was
Where's your
like,
backbone?
please
tried.
put the Queen back. Oh, they said no.
Jesus.
Because again, like he
'cause they
wants that
were-
island. It's a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Strategically, in terms of war, it's in a fantastic position. So yeah. Anyway, they're all fucking assholes. The new rulers declared the Republic of Hawaii in 1894. Can you imagine? With Sanford B. Dole as president. This is a bit of info on this Dole. He was Hawaiian born, but he was from Maine Christianary. Oh my God, guys, it's the weed now.
It's Friday.
It's Friday and I'm very tired. So he was born from Christian missionaries from Maine. So I put, so he's not like, so they're from Maine. They were Christian
But they were-
missionaries, but he was
they were in-
born.
Okay.
So he's not like really Hawaiian, just like, if you're like second gen, you're not Scottish.
Okay, but just saying, you shouldn't be kicked out of the country.
No, and he
Right.
wasn't. He stole it.
Just saying for, maybe now.
Oh,
Yeah. For
what?
present day
If
situation.
you're born there, you're from there.
Right,
stay
and,
there.
and even if you move there, you're not doing anything wrong. Like it's
Right, or
a
if you
that big
live
of a
there
deal.
for
You
many
did it all legal.
years.
Even if you didn't, is it kind of like kick you out right now? Anyway,
Yeah.
um,
Anyways.
I also just want to be clear that this is not the pineapple Dole. That was his cousin.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of them did have like businesses and stakes, so they were like, well, we bring a lot of money into this country, so we're just gonna take it now. After building relationships with countries, kingdoms, and governments all over the globe, not one of them came to defend Hawaii's kingdom and protect their independence. Not one.
Wow.
After
That's crazy.
decades and decades.
All the
and
work he did.
guys,
like
the
we're
list,
friends, right?
the list of countries, like literally the entire world was like, hey, Hawaii, you're your own thing. You're doing cool. And then, I mean, I'll get into it. Essentially, it was because the islands were in such a strategic and valuable area, and also the land itself was valuable, that no country was willing to intervene and kind of walk on the toes of the United States. So they just kind of, it's like when the big kid's going to take your cake, you're like, you can have it.
You're like, no, okay.
Oh, yeah, I was going to have that, but no, you can have it. The U.S. government continued to run Hawaii with some input from existing Hawaiian politicians as industry grew, especially tourism. This is interesting to note, but by the 1930s, Hawaii was the pineapple capital of the world, and it was its second largest industry after sugarcane. But after World War II, there were a total of 8 pineapple companies in Hawaii after World War II. But today, pineapples are imported from Thailand mostly.
Really?
Crazy.
It's kind of sad. I wonder what happened. I mean, God, it's 90 years, but it is
Yeah.
almost 100 years.
But you
Jeez.
think they still have lots of pineapples there.
And I didn't put anything there about coffee.
But
I think
maybe it's an
they're known for the coffee,
import-export
too.
thing?
But
Yeah.
you're known for growing pineapples, and now you
I
import all
know.
your pineapples?
I mean, I don't like pineapples, so whatever. But no, just kidding.
This is
That's
not
really
really, a major
Yeah.
concern of yours, I guess.
No, but it is like, okay, what happened to
curious.
our
That
whole
is-
industry,
yeah.
you know?
It'd be like all of a sudden we were importing lobsters. Can you
Wait,
imagine?
so did they not really
Yeah.
they don't grow them then anymore? Or do
Does-
they still export them at a high rate as well?
Well, no, it sounds like you're importing pineapples from Hawaii, but now Thailand is the main
Because
pineapple.
I mean, we still import, even though, for
Yeah.
example, tomatoes are grown
yeah.
here. But I can go to the store and I can buy tomatoes from Canada or Mexico.
I'm going to have to look next time I buy a pineapple and see where it came from.
I try to buy those ones from Canada just to support.
That's so nice. We can
Thanks.
tell when you do, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
They have
And-
I
nice
get
heirloom
half a
ones.
cent every time you do that. Just kidding. I don't.
Yes.
That'd be a lot of money.
Suddenly you check your bank account, like, what happened? Oh.
Wait,
Why did
Lindsay
I
bought
become
us
a
from here.
millionaire?
I have 65 cents in here, and I didn't earlier. In March 1959, the Hawaii Admission Act was passed and signed into law, and this was the first step for the U.S. to officially absorb Hawaii as a state. The Hawaiian residents were asked to vote on whether or not they wanted to become a U.S. state. And don't forget, this is not like Native Hawaiians. This is everyone. And by this point, guess who most of the people are? The results were 94% in favor, which is insane. On
Yeah.
August 21st, 1959, it became official and Hawaii became the 50th U.S. state. It's crazy how this is not that long ago.
Yeah.
Since statehood, both the population and the economy boomed in Hawaii with the ever-increasing number of visitors. Outside investment from the U.S. mainland to Japan has continued to develop the islands, which I didn't know that Japan was a major investor, but you're learning a lot. As in most places, wages have not kept up with the cost of living, and many locals have to work multiple jobs just to survive. Much of the land that was once occupied by Native Hawaiians was cleared for new developments and state parks. The state park's kind of nice, but the development
Yeah.
part, we're all reading between the lines, and it's resorts and
Well, this means that
millionaires.
Barack Obama, he was born there just 2 years after it became a state. So
It's pretty crazy.
Oh, wow.
He was almost not even
Otherwise-
American, technically.
right. I don't know.
Well,
I
no,
think
I'm
they
sure it
might
would have been
changed
absorbed.
it, but at the
'Cause-
time, for sure, you had to have been born in the U.S. to be
Yeah.
Really? You can't even have
Yeah.
citizenship? I guess
No.
No, you have to. I don't know if they've changed it recently, but yeah, definitely.
I didn't
at
know
the
that.
time. That's why when Trump came out, tried to say he wasn't really American. He was trying
I
to
just thought it was
question his
because
birth
he was literally
certificate.
black and his name sounded strange. And so Trump was like, I'm racist. So,
No, it's because he can't be president.
I don't know.
Mhm.
If you're born in America,
since the 19...
But I mean, probably both. Two things can be true.
well, yeah, I think he probably had the real reason and then his sounding legitimate reason.
Yeah.
yes.
Since the 1980s, there has been a movement for Hawaii to become a sovereign country again, but it's one of those kind of small underground thing. I don't think, at this
Yeah.
point, if you're part of the U.S., I highly doubt you're going to not do that. Unless, I mean,
Yeah.
Alaska is really close to us, so we could just take
We
it.
can just take it.
Actually, if all the states...
Actually, maybe not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of,
As soon as I said it. In 1993, President Bill Clinton and the U.S. government formally apologized for its role in the thinking about volcanoes, of the overthrow of Hawaii's government. Francis A. Boyle, an international law professor, penned an op-ed letter regarding the apology, saying, "After 100 years, the United States government has finally and officially conceded that the native Hawaiian people have the right to restore the independent nation state that you had in 1893 and when the U.S. came and destroyed it. The native Hawaiian people have the right now to go out and proclaim the restoration of that state," which, again, they probably won't. And that is the story of how Hawaii had a beautiful, thriving kingdom, and then the king was imprisoned, and then the U.S. just pretty much took it over.
Wow.
And
That's
then
incredible.
it
I'm
all
just so
changed.
impressed by the kings and queen that they had. That did
Most
so
were
much
very
for
progressive
Hawaii.
in the ways that benefit
yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's like they really took
Definitely.
their job seriously and made a difference.
And
while
wanted
they
to make it better for the people that were there.
Right.
I also
Yeah.
really appreciate when you can highly value your traditions and the things that make your culture very special, but also you're realizing we need to pave roads and we need to get phones and we need to blend states law that is not based in religion necessarily. Like, you can walk those two lines, and I think most
Yeah.
people would benefit. And so I think that most of them did that. Oh, and the
Yeah.
hula, if I didn't say, the hula was unbanned and
Yeah,
brought
you did
back
say
in.
that.
Okay, because
Yeah.
like that's important.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine growing up somewhere and then you're taught to hate your own culture and then you ban the hula dance, which now is like this
It-
iconic.
Yeah.
Sounds like that happens a lot for people.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
immigrate to other places.
Like if they banned maple
Super-
syrup from Canada, I would
Ugh.
no.
nice
You
way
just have
to. I really should have ended this on a high note with some
Make
kind
a
of cute
tree.
fact. I should have.
Oh, I have something.
I just said
cute
you'd
you
have to
can
make a
watch.
tree, but
I'll have
Okay.
to send it to you. But there was this video Eric and I watched. It was Jason Momoa taking two other food influencers to his favorite spot, like in Hawaii, and they
Send
were
that to
eating
me
some like
right now.
Hawaiian food together, and it looked so delicious. And Jason Momoa he's like, he doesn't care. He just takes
Just
it
a
with his hands. Like,
He's just a cool
Yeah.
guy. I
yeah,
hope.
he's like, elbows
please-
up, like no
don't wanna-
no utensils, no none.
no, of
but
course not.
He doesn't give me
Have
the
you guys
type
ever
that he's like a
watched
fine dining
the-
type person.
Well,
No.
he's Aquaman, so like,
Yeah.
why would he use utensils? Did you guys ever see the Anthony Bourdain episode where he went to Hawaii?
to Hawaii.
I watched
Yeah.
some of his show. I can't recall. I think he had a few series, but there. Oh,
Yeah, he did.
there's
Yeah,
one. I think it was
I've
called
seen
Layover.
clips.
Yeah, there was that one.
That
forget
one
which
I
this is
loved.
From. Anthony.
In Bourdain.
So the
Yeah.
premise
Anyways,
of
it was really good.
Yeah, we'll send that. Obviously,
Um,
send all this
yeah.
stuff.
Might have been Parts Unknown. Yeah, it was in Parts Unknown.
See, I've heard of that.
Okay.
Season 5, episode 7. I really liked this one. It feels like he had a bit more control over the things. It's
Mhm.
sad. You can really hear his depression come out. Like, you can
I
tell,
almost
it's
can't
one of those
look at
things in
him.
hindsight where you like watch it and you're like, oh, like he was screaming for help.
He was
in
from New
those
York, right,
moments.
or Brooklyn?
Not sure.
Just
Mhm.
he has that
Um,
accent and like that kind of personality where he's so sarcastic and dark, and I think we are that way a lot, but
Yeah.
it just sounds different. It sounds heavier. I
Mhm.
think now knowing.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like we say a lot of dark
Definitely. It
shit.
was-
Well, especially
it was-
Chantel and I say a lot of dark shit. And
It was really good though, and he did a lot of he had a lot of like local food and stuff like that. and
that's his
then
whole
I think he
deal.
even
I
went to
love
like
that.
a cookout with like a family as well. It was
my God.
really, really
I
cool.
would
Okay.
love
I'll
an
watch
invite
that.
to one of those like pig
Yeah.
roast
I
dinners.
know.
Sorry, I love
Yeah,
animals,
right?
but man, like, oh, that pig.
Okay. Well, I was trying to end on the high note. Not
Yeah,
Pineapple
sad
pizza
note,
was invented in
pineapple on
Hamilton.
pizza. Okay, we should have a vote. We should do
Windsor?
this as a
Yes.
special clip.
Yes. Oh,
So maybe
remember
we'll
we
do
say
a little vote. Pineapple on
we're
pizza.
gonna put
yes,
a poll
no.
on the video that you can't see.
Up
Yeah,
here,
you
that
can
you
click.
can click.
Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada.
Yeah, Windsor maybe.
So, very disappointed by my country. For
Ah,
doing that.
I'm so
Hawaiian
proud.
I'm
people-
so impressed.
I've never been
Hawaiian
prouder.
people, what do you think of this? Us taking a pizza
Hawaiian
and naming
pizza.
it after you. What do you think of it? So,
Oh yeah, there you
I
go.
know.
Well, because of the pineapple.
It was in
discussions.
Chatham, Kent, Ontario.
That's not what I said.
A Greek-born Canadian was the first to
Right.
create a Hawaiian.
And
That's
now we
why
know
I love
Hawaii doesn't even have their
Canada.
pineapples anymore. So
That's why I
make it
love
make
Canada.
sense.
We don't make any sense here. We're like,
It should be the Thailand pizza. So
Yeah,
Well,
that's
now.
where they're from
right?
now.
Yeah. Okay.
speaking of pizza,
Making sure I
Thai
had that right.
pizza.
Okay.
there's a
there we go.
pizza waiting for me outside.
Okay.
with the
Well, then
wild.
you should
but
eat that.
Yes.
I'm going to
sounds
eat that.
delicious.
And I am sorry for all of the photo mishaps. That was
That's okay. We'll
It's
figure it
okay.
out.
at least it was right in the album, which I fucked up
You
before.
know what? The magic of editing. Nobody knew that happened. You just told on yourself. So
That's fine. I own my mistakes.
Okay. Well, I love you both. And
I love you both too.
even though it's the end, you can still subscribe and like us everywhere.
If you're still here, thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
you're probably subscribed. So thank you.
Thanks,
you are
Alex.
still
It's
here.
probably only you.
Maddie, Dan, the whole gang.
Meg's mom.
Yeah.
Hi, Patty. Okay, but
bye.
for real, bye, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Thank you for listening today. We loved having you. If you liked the episode, share with your friends, family, or anyone who would enjoy it. Also, take a moment to review our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. Leaving us a like or comment really helps. If you'd like to buy us a coffee, please visit our coffee page at www.ko-fi.com/coastfiles. Email us at coastfilespod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at coastfilespod, or visit our website at www.coastfiles.com. You can find the sources for today's episode on our website. See you next week with a new episode.